Hi, this is Amy at Sharky's Floral. So you received some beautiful flowers and now you're wondering, how do I keep them looking good for as long as possible? Well, here's a few things that you can do. Number one, temperature is a huge factor on how long flowers last. Keeping it cool is ideal. So I like my cooler at like 40 degrees, but obviously your house is going to be warmer than that. If you do have a really warm home, maybe when you're not there or if you go to bed, you can tuck them into a cooler room or you can put them in the garage as long as it's above that 45-degree level that it's heated. We don't want them to freeze, but we do want to keep them cool. And that'll help keep them lasting longer. Another thing is people say, should I put them in the fridge? I don't advise on that. Refrigerators tend to have cold spots and we don't want half your bouquet to freeze for some reason. And also if there's fruits or vegetables in there, that's a big no-no. Even on the kitchen table, you don't want to put them next to a bowl of ripening bananas or apples or any type of fruit or vegetable. The vegetables are giving off a gas called ethylene and it kills flowers or ripens them very quickly. So it could be within a day or two and it would look like they're very old flowers just being by that ethylene gas. Light, should you put them in the sun? Should you not? When they're growing, yes, flowers need a lot of light. When they're in a vase, we want to keep them as long as possible. So maybe they don't need to be sitting in the sun. Again, cooler is better above that freezing level, of course. Well, with the water, if you see that your water is getting a little murky colored, or your flowers have just a little bit of a droop to them, like the roses, after a while, they'll kind of just start leaning their heads down. If you take the flowers out, just pull them right up and out of the vase like that, give them a fresh cut. They'll perk back up for a few more days of being on your counter and living. And you can just keep doing that as need be. As far as the water, go ahead and change it out if it's murky colored and give it fresh water. That's gonna give it that new drink and make it just kind of revive a little bit more. The ones that are in Oasis, that's that foam that you see us put it in once in a while, I would not recommend taking it out of the foam. I would say enjoy your arrangement, keep that water level nice and full, and just leave it in the Oasis. The reason being is that Oasis gets packed up into the stem of the flower, and also it leaves a hole in the Oasis, leaving an air gap so that if your stem that you replace in goes into that air gap, it's not going to last as long. So in the Oasis ones, just let them be, replace the water, and enjoy those. The ones in the vase, go ahead and take them out, recut them, and then put them back into fresh water. As far as lilies, when you have a bouquet that has lilies in it, let me just switch this over. When the lilies start opening, they have the little pollen that causes a lot of ashy oranginess around. Take that out. You're just gonna literally grab a hold of the little pollen buds and take them right off. They fall right out. That way they're not on your table, and also they help slow down the ripening of that flower. The more that it ripens, the faster it expires. So think of it blooming and then it's gonna expire. So we're just trying to slow down that process of it blooming out by keeping it cool, giving it fresh water, and taking away any of the distractions it may have that are around the house. Don't stress over your flowers. If you don't have time to do that and you just want to enjoy them, that's perfect. Do that. If you want to have them for as long as possible, go ahead and do some of these tips and enjoy your flowers. That's what they were meant to do. Have a great day.